Hi guys, so I want to make akara. This is beans flour. This is about 2.5 cups of beans flour. Now I'm going to give you a tip that will save you in the kitchen. For those of you that be commenting, poison, cancer, the day it will hold you, you'll be alone in the kitchen. Let me give you one tip now that will save you. Sometimes these beans flour tend to fail some of us, especially if you didn't make it yourself or if you're not sure of the one you bought. Baking powder. Depending on the quantity, between 2 to 3 cups of beans flour, just add about 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Just 1 teaspoon. You can even do half. Do not exceed 1 teaspoon per 2 to 3 cups of beans flour. It's going to help you akara rise, especially if you don't have hand mixer to mix it. You know, the hand mixer is very fast in incorporating air into the beans flour mixture. If you don't have hand mixer, this here will save you. Ensure your baking powder is still good. Just add about 1 teaspoon. You can even do half a teaspoon. Good. I'm using half teaspoon. Reason why I'm using half teaspoon is I don't want it to start having air inside the akara, just to help it rise, period. You see this right here? This is going to save you if you are not sure of the kind of or the quality of beans flour you bought. Sometimes this beans flour fails some people, especially if you don't make it yourself or you are not sure of the one you bought. What you just do, I have about 2.5 cups of beans flour and I'm using half a teaspoon of baking powder. This will come in handy, especially if you don't have a hand mixer. You know, the hand mixer helps to incorporate air when you are mixing it. It incorporates air faster. So if you don't have a hand mixer, with baking powder, you are good to go. I'll be using about 1 cup plus 1/4 cup. So one pro tip is ensure you add water gradually. Whenever you are mixing dry ingredients with wet ingredients, ensure you add gradually. This is going to save you the stress of pouring in excess water. It gives you the control over the amount of water you pour into your mixture. So I go in first with half cup. The other half. At this point, the consistency is okay. You can start mixing. I'm here to give you another tip. If you mistakenly pour excess water in your akara batter, I have mixed my akara batter. I'm going to whip it so that it will incorporate air into it and it becomes fluffy for me to fry. You see this sieve? I don't recommend this one, this metal one. I don't recommend it. However, this is the one I recommend. This one is double mesh and it's not aluminium. It's cloth-like, it's like net. So what you do is you get a bowl, any bowl, using this as an example, and you begin to pour in the batter. When you pour in the batter, you start pressing it with your spoon through the mesh. By the time you are done pressing it, you see that the water will be one side, the batter will be one side. You now whip it again and use it. If this tip was helpful, tell me thank you in the comment section. I'm going to put salt and pepper now. Guys, this is salt and pepper. I'm going to start whipping it now.